Hey guys, Sherjan here, your personal mentor. In today's video, I want to talk about who are the people at work that you should actually be focused on and put effort behind impressing them. So any industry you join, it could be tech, it could be investment banking, it could be consulting, private equity, whatever it is, you'll be working with a lot of people. And it could be people that are junior to you, it could be interns, it could be people that are super senior, managing directors, executives, clients even. So who should you put effort behind and who should you work hard to impress? The truth is, not everybody's gonna love you. If you think that everybody's gonna love you and somehow you found that secret sauce where everybody somehow just, is a super fan of yours, then my recommendation would be that you should start a religion. So don't work in any of these companies, just start something like that. But the truth is, like I said, nobody's gonna be in that position where everybody in their firm, from top to bottom, is gonna love them. So what a lot of people do is they get stressed about this situation. They're like, you know what? I work really hard and I want to be the best at my firm or in my group or in this company. So I'll probably try my best to impress everybody. But the problem with that is when you do that, a lot of folks that you'll impress, no matter how hard you work, they're not going to, give you credit for it. They're not going to be a fan of yours. So what happens is all that hard work that you spent ends up going to waste. So in this video, I want to talk about what are the three types of people you'll meet in a team or in a group or in a company that you should be aware of, and then who should you be focused on and who you should just ignore. So the first type of person you should find out in your team, in your group, in your company are the super fans. So super fans love you no matter what. These are your biggest believers. They're the ones who've taken you under their wing. Generally speaking, they're usually a little bit senior to you, right? And they love you for no matter what you do. Even if you do great things or you make mistakes, they are in it for you and they're invested in your journey. So these are folks who are happy to just have you on their team. They love your hard work. They know you're passionate about the job you do. They love your attitude. They know you're a team player. So these guys will be in your corner no matter what. So these are the super fans. Now, in any team, let's just say you have a team of 10 people in total, you'll probably have 2 to 3 maximum super fans, right? Not everybody's gonna be a super fan, like I said. So just a few people who are die-hard supporters of you are gonna be the super fans. Now, you'll find out who super fans are pretty easily. In my opinion, I think you already know who your super fans are. They're the folks who just get excited when you enter a room and are excited to have you on their team and on any project you work with them on. So for these folks, the truth is you don't need to put a lot of effort in, right? You don't need to put a lot of hard work behind pleasing them. They're happy with you no matter what, and they're excited for you. Now, what you should do is you should try not to make them unhappy. So whatever their expectations are, my recommendation would be to just make sure you meet them, sometimes exceed them, but don't put a lot of resources behind pleasing the super fan because you already have their vote. So no need to put a lot of extra effort in making their vote any bigger because their vote is already yes and they're always going to support you in promotions and salaries, whatever it is. So those are the first ones and those are the super fans. Next up are spectators. So spectators are the majority of a team. These are folks who are not your super fans. They're not like always rooting for you and always excited for you, but they're there who are somewhat interested in you and they're actually open to seeing how you perform, what you do, how do you behave in a situation, in a team, what's your attitude like, all of those things. So these are called spectators. In politics, you would call them swing voters. So their vote can go positive or negative, right? So these are the folks that, you can flip them and make them fans of yours. You'll not convert them into super fans. That's hard. Super fans generally, like I said, are naturally, excited about you. But spectators can become fans, but they can also, remember, become, negative and against you. So what you gotta make sure is you gotta put a lot of effort behind spectators. So any projects you work on, any assignments you have, any deals you work on, or any interaction you have with folks within the company or beyond, with clients and stuff, make sure you have spectators that you work with and make sure you do your best to impress them. So if you have a new project coming up, right, instead of getting on a project with a super fan who already loves you, get a project with a spectator and impress them with your hard work. Impress them with your attitude. Impress them with your just good energy and good vibe, right? Those kind of things will help you convert these spectators into potentially fans. So when that time comes when you have to, get a vote from them for a promotion or a salary increase, these spectators will lean into you and will be like, you know what, I like Jenny and I'll put my vote behind Jenny. So those are the spectators and you want to put a lot of effort behind the spectators. Finally, you have the last category of person in your team, and these are the haters, the unfortunate haters. And I tell you, every team, every company, every group has a set of haters or maybe one big hater who's never gonna like you, no matter how hard you work, no matter how good your work product and quality is, no matter how good your energy or vibe is, they're just naturally either jealous of you, they're just, just hate you because of your first initial impressions maybe, or whatever reason. And you'll never find out what that reason is, unfortunately. And no matter how much effort you put into it, you're never gonna convert them even into spectators. They'll remain haters. So the problem is a lot of people, when they're working in companies or in groups or in any organization, the most stress people get is because of the haters, because they can't please them, and the haters keep on being bottlenecks in that person's journey and career progression. But people end up spending a lot of effort behind it. They find out and figure out, hey, how can I please this person? How can I make that person happier? How can I make them, vote for me or be in my corner? And unfortunately, all of that energy is spent and is wasted, right? So I would recommend you against supporting and putting any effort behind any of the haters. They're never gonna be in your corner. They're never gonna vote yes. They will just hate you again and again and again. So the best thing you can do is to avoid the haters, right? Don't get in their way. Don't try to involve yourself in any projects that they may be involved in. Try your best to avoid it. Now, respectfully avoid it. I don't want you to have a conflict with them, because remember, these people don't like you at all. And no matter how good you are, they will always dislike you. So find ways to avoid them. Don't get yourself into projects with them. Don't get into conference rooms or rooms with them. Don't go meet a client with a hater involved. Any way you can avoid them, avoid the haters. So for haters, your effort put into pleasing them should be zero. And remember, in every company, in every group, like I mentioned, in a group of 10, let's just say, you'll have 1 to 2 haters. So they're small, but their vote will always be no. So just avoid them and move on. All right, team, so that's the video for today. You have super fans, make sure you put some effort behind them. Don't try to over please them. It's, you don't want to waste a lot of effort, but just enough effort to keep them excited and energized for whatever you're doing. Then you have the spectators, which is the majority of people that are the swing voters. Make sure you put a majority of your effort behind them. Please then get on projects with them and get them to become fans. They'll never become super fans, but they may become fans. And then finally you have haters. And haters, best to ignore them, best to avoid them and move on. Well, good luck. Hopefully this helps you in how to focus on and who to focus on in your company, in your group, and hopefully it can help you in your career. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it.